that they may not be able to, so we have to record and give them recording. So I just really want to thank every speaker that is here right now. I want to thank Osarugue, Amayanvbo. I want to thank Mrs. Raquel Daniel. I want to thank Lady Diane. I want to thank everyone that has found time to just join this live session. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for your time. So today, without further ado, I would just like to, okay, let's start with this. First of all, okay, I can see Peace. Good morning, Peace. Again, good morning. Okay, so I'll introduce our first speaker. Oh, so sorry about that. Give me a minute. Okay, I'll introduce our first speaker. Let me just go on. Her name is Osarugue. She's a first class. She's a first-class agricultural economics graduate from the prestigious Trinidad University. She's a certified neuro-linguistic programming practitioner from the Academy of Modern Applied Psychology in the United Kingdom. A certified Prize 2 UK project manager and associate member of the Chartered Institute of Arts Management Professional, ACIAP USA. As a self-mastery coach, she helps individuals in a state of mental clog and internal unrest gain clarity of mind, and also strategically navigate them towards the desired outcome they seek. Osarugue holds the diary of a conversationalist podcast, a weekly podcast that focuses on inspiring people for truth, love, wisdom, for self-development, self-mastery. She has also authored 3 books: The Smart Conversationist, Playbook, and Shattering Limiting Belief. She's a team lead of our Destiny Education, a student company that helps applicants access grants for a world-class higher education. Sorry, where you have to help me there. Let me get study grants. Who doesn't want study grants? All right. So, Osarugue, I really, really appreciate you for this time. I know you're one of you're a very, very, like we all read, she's a first-class graduate. I knew her for real. She was like a very close friend to me while university, and she was carefully selected for this role because I know she has great expertise in speaking. She knows her skills when it comes to mindset, and I don't know who else is here looking for how to break limiting mindset. I am here. I also want to break limiting mindset. I want to put in a chat box your best emojis to introduce or to invite Miss Osarugue. Peace. Clap and invite her as she unmutes herself.
Okay.
I need a time.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I'm super excited to be here. Good morning. Can everybody hear me, please?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay. So good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Essien, for having me. First off, I would like to say thank you for the amazing things that you're doing, with this program, and, having to just put up an event to help business persons be better. It takes a whole lot. So thank you for doing that. And to my phenomenal speakers that are also here already, thank you so much for taking out the time to be here. I do appreciate this opportunity to be able to share with everyone today. All right. So with that being said, I will so first of all, how many minutes do I have? So no.
Now don't start.
How many minutes do I have? So I know how to.
I'll be sending you your time.
Okay.
Just go
on. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. So today, the topic I have to address is the mindset of a thriving entrepreneur. And so before I start out, I would just like to break out the words and explain it. So when you talk about mindset, first off, what is mindset? So your mindset basically speaks of your attitude, your disposition, or your notion about a particular thing. So that's like your mindset. Then what does the word thriving means? Thriving means for something to grow, for something to evolve, for something to prosper, for something to flourish. And who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person, that, is willing to take some level of risk, and financial commitment to be able to do business, and in the long run have the hope that they would succeed in that endeavor. So every entrepreneur takes risk. Take note of this. They take risk. There's a level of financial commitment, and they are hoping to get returns. So what does this mean? That means for you to be in business, there's a certain way you have to think. There's a certain disposition you have to have towards your business. There's a certain, way you have to view your business. And the key element of what I'm talking about today is your mindset. Anthony Robbins says that, success is 80% psychology and 20% action. 80% psychology. And so that's why you would see that two people can be in the same business, can be literally doing the same thing, right? And they will get different results. What's the difference between those two people? It's how they think, how they see life, their attitude, their disposition towards what they do. And, talking about this particular topic in a time that we are right now is very important because, if you live in Nigeria, the inflation rate is off the charts right now. A lot of business are, folding up, are packing up, because to stay in business right now, you have to go above and beyond. Like they would say, it's not business as usual anymore, right? And so there's a certain mindset for you to have, especially in this era, to be able to thrive, right? And as a business person, there are certain areas you have to take cognizance of. First off, your structure, your processes, right? And your systems. If you want to be able to thrive in business is a game of numbers. It's a game of numbers. And, you have to have certain numbers for you to say, okay, at least we're breaking even and we're even making profits, right? And so for you to be able to do that, you need certain systems in place. You need certain structures in place. You need certain processes in place. I know that because I had asked the host of this event, what's the kind of people that will be here today? And she said, no, some persons have been in business for 5 years, some persons are looking now to start business, and some persons are, they've just started, but not up to the 5-year mark. But those various kinds of persons, right? Various things are required at the step or stage where you are in your business. Various things are required. And so ideally, there are two types of mindset. There's the growth mindset and there's the fixed mindset. For an entrepreneur that will thrive, you necessarily have to have the growth mindset. And so what's the growth mindset? It's that mindset that, that believes that if I start out something and it's not working, I don't have to give up on it. Anthony Robbins teaches that, sometimes when you're trying to achieve a certain outcome and you are not getting it, rather than give up, you have to change your approach. Rather than give up, you have to change your approach. So for instance, let me give you like a classical example. Say for instance, you have taken your business, you started out from the ground and you want to be able to, scale. For some businesses, you might need to collaborate. For some businesses, you might need to partner to be able to scale. Listen, I'm giving an example, as to why not to give up, And so because the person you want to partner with has to have certain, has to have certain skill sets or, value proposition that they're bringing to the table so that, once you come together as infusion, you're able to achieve much more. And say, for instance, you take up this partnership thing to the person and you tell them, oh, this is what I'm trying to achieve. I would like you to partner with me in this and that. And they say no. Typically, the person that has, the fixed mindset will feel like, oh, this person has rejected me. They did not reject you as a person. they rejected the idea of partnering with you. So because that person rejects you, does not mean you should not take your value proposition to another person that you know you can also collaborate with. A thriving entrepreneur knows how to deal with failure. So at that point, one thing that most people don't do, especially when it comes to people turning them down with regards to offer, they are just quick to just be all emotional about it, and without trying to look for how to make the most of that event. And so what do I mean by making the most of that event? It will serve you more to actually ask that person that you're trying to partner with to say, okay, Mr. John, thank you so much for the feedback for this. But can you just tell me why exactly you are not, you don't want to come on board with me on this? Trust me, John is going to tell you the answer, because usually people don't ask those kinds of questions. And so John might tell you, where we are in my business right now, this might not be ideal for us. And that's fine. He might also say, based off of my value proposition, based off of my value as an individual, the kind of business that you do doesn't align with me. Fantastic. Now you know the reason why he said no to you. Or he can also say, at this point in time, we're not willing to take on board new partners or collaborators. It's that simple. So, the entrepreneur that will thrive knows how to take failures, how to take rejection and not personalize it. So John has told you that, he can't come on board with you because of this. So you then know that, okay, a person that has this, probably this set of value might not be in alignment with the kind of business that I do. And so you then have to now think of it and say, okay, for the kind of business that I do, what is the value that I have as an individual that I'm looking out for in the person I want to partner with? Trust me, you don't want to partner in terms of business with a person that does not share the same values with you. And even as a business person, you need to have your own personal value that guides how you do the affairs of your business. So what are values? Values are basically just standards or principles that guides a person's, actions and decisions. Say, for instance, as a business person, one of your core values in your business is integrity. How does this play out? Say, for instance, that the business that you do, you are a fashion designer, and a customer had, brought the fabric to you, and they told you, 5 p.m. on Friday after work, I will be at your shop to come do this thing, to come pick up my fabric. And you're like, oh, don't worry, Cynthia, it will be ready by 5. And so on that day, probably you had gotten the buttons, gotten the lining and all that. You've already made the dress. And for some reasons, maybe you were not able to finish up, and it's already 3 p.m. A person that has, integrity as their value, as a business person, will call Cynthia and say, Cynthia, I know that we had agreed that you needed to come here by 5 p.m. to come pick up your dress. But as it stands right now, I've not been able to finish it. Please do not come by 5 p.m. Can you kindly send me your address? I will send a delivery person to come bring it to you. Do you know that Cynthia might actually appreciate that rather than her coming to your shop? And that's the point where you're trying to fix something that you are yet to fix. Or Cynthia might just say, okay, how long will this thing actually take you? I don't mind waiting when I get there. Do you see that? Those are like just a little example of what value is and how it plays out in your business. And so imagine Cynthia leaves your shop. You have won Cynthia for life. In fact, if she ever is in a conversation where people are complaining about their dressmakers or their fashion designers or their tailor, your name will be mentioned there as a credible person. Do you see what that little action can do for your business in the long haul? And so there's very important things that as a business person that want to thrive, that means you want to grow. Remember when I defined what thriving is, you want to flourish, you want to evolve. That means somewhere at the back of your mind, you want to be able to do your business for the long haul. What does that mean? It means that you want to be able to do your business for a longer time. And so the way you think, the way you position yourself, the way you treat your customers, the way you treat your staffs, the way you treat your partners in business, and the way you treat your team members is different because you want to be able to stay in business for a longer time. You want to be able to stay in business for a longer time. So it's different the way you treat people. So there's certain things as an entrepreneur that I would say you want to thrive, you need to, imbibe. First off, you need to imbibe the culture of evolution. So what does that mean when I say evolution? Be a person that is a voracious knowledge seeker. Because John C. Maxwell says that everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything rises and falls. Your business can only grow as much as you grow. Your business can only grow as much as you grow. And so what does that mean? It means that you have to always keep looking for ways and strategies to keep improving what you are doing. You can't keep doing the same thing the same way, expecting a different result. You cannot. That's just you basically deluding yourself. You cannot. You cannot. And especially in this age where we are, things are changing so rapidly. Things are changing rapidly. And so you cannot keep, working with information or your knowledge base from 2021. There's some things that were applicable in 2021 that are not applicable right now. In 2021, the dollar to the naira in the black market was not 710 or even 750. It wasn't at that rate. In 2021, inflation was not at the point where it is right now. It wasn't. And so you have to put yourself in spaces and situations that helps you evolve. That helps you evolve. And so sometimes people will say, trust me, I'm an advocate for learning. I'm a sucker for knowledge. I'm an advocate for learning. If you want to thrive, you have to be a person that is given to knowledge. You have to. There's this, local palace proverb that they say, knowledge is what you know that gives you an edge. Knowledge is what you know that gives you an edge. And another thing, as a thriving entrepreneur, you must also understand the industry where you play in. Understand the industry where you play in. Some people are in business and they don't even know the why as to why they're in business. First off, if you ask a lot of persons, the only reason why they're in business is because they want to make money. We understand that. But the truth is, if you don't have a higher why, when you hit certain figures in your business, you stop pushing, you stop, being resilient, you stop being, giving it your best, because to you've hit certain benchmark in terms of your numbers. When I say numbers, I mean your income that is coming into your business. So you need to know why you are in business. Why are you in business? That's a very critical question you need to ask yourself. This business I'm doing, what is the goal? What is the outcome? What is the vision for this business? Do you understand me? Habakkuk says, okay, I'm going to quote a bit of scripture, please, for the I'm a believer, so I take a couple of frameworks from the scriptures. Scripture says in Habakkuk, it says, write down the vision, make it plain, so that he that readeth can run with it. Every business has to have a vision that is beyond just making money. Every business has to have that. It's either you're trying to make people's life better. You're trying to offer them convenience. You have to just have a why that is beyond just money, because if it's just about money, when you get to a certain stage, you've earned certain returns in your business, you don't push for it anymore. So you have to know your why. That's a very integral factor in your business. Know your why. Know your why in business. Know your why. The next thing, as an entrepreneur, embrace in this time an entrepreneur that will thrive. Embrace automation. Embrace automation. You know, at the beginning, I said this, that what would help your business thrive this period or this season that we are is your systems, your structures, and your processes. Embrace automation. You know why? If you don't embrace automation, it just shows that in some ways you don't have plans to scale your business. You don't have plans to make your business bigger than what it already is. Embrace automation. So what does that mean? How, for instance, let's give like a classical example. Let's say you are in the food business, right? And you do, let's just say small chops. You do small chops. And you know, the basic place where your customers are is your WhatsApp status. There's no problem with WhatsApp status. There's no problem. It just tells us that except you have a large following on your WhatsApp, the number of people that you can actually serve, it's restricted in some ways. Embrace automation. How can you leverage on social media to make your business bigger? How can you put your business on some platforms, to create awareness for it, for people to even know that you exist? People are crying that they are not making sales in business. How many people really know that you're in business? How many people do you really know that you're in business? Remember at the beginning, I said that business is a game of numbers. How many people know that you're in business? And see, if there's one thing you should understand about business is, sometimes it's not the person that has the best product that wins in the market. It's the person that can put their product in the faces of a lot of people that wins in the market. So you're complaining you're not making sales. Oh, I'm not making returns. I'm not doing this. How many people know that you're in business? And how many people actually know the business you are in? As an entrepreneur that will thrive, know your target audience. That's what this is about right now. Know your target audience. Know the people you have been called to serve. No, don't say, so in the marketing world, they would say that's basically called your niche. Don't say, I'm for everybody. You can't be for everybody. If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. You can't be for no, you can't. You can't. You can't. You cannot. You cannot. Your services or the goods that you provide for people in your business cannot be for every class. There are ranges. People there, so you can also tell yourself, I serve premium clients or I serve low-cost clients. You just have to define that. I serve clients, female, depending on the kind of business that you're in. For a person that is into, let's say, for instance, your business is that you are into cosmetics, right? And you're also like a makeup artist. By definition of that, your target audience is already women. That's one. You can't say all women. Your target audience might now be women that are, they have a certain lifestyle. They like to look good. Certain age range. That's being specific. So an entrepreneur that will thrive, you need to have a niche and understand your target audience. Understand them. Understand them if you want to thrive as a business person. Understand your target audience. Know your target audience. So how does an entrepreneur that will thrive, how do they think? They are critical thinkers. What's like the attribute of an entrepreneur that will thrive in their business? They are critical thinkers. They know how to communicate their value proposition. They know how to tell people succinctly what they do and how they do it. You cannot say you want to stay long in business and your communications is wrong. When I say communications, I don't mean how you are, interacting with people, how I'm interacting with everybody on this call right now, speaking English. I don't mean that. I mean, what is your marketing messaging saying about your business? What is it saying about your business? Are you deploying, when I talk about automation, are you deploying the right strategies and tools? So you have to be able to communicate effectively, because even when you want to, set the vision, like I explained earlier, like a person that wants to partner with, wants a partner in their business, you have to be able to articulate what your business is about and how that person can come in. So you need to be able to communicate effectively. You need to be able to think critically. You need to be creative and innovative. You need to be creative and innovative. And I'm very glad that someone is going to be talking about branding on the call. I don't know if they've had that session already, but I'm glad that, someone is going to be addressing that as well. You need that. You need that. You have to be open-minded. If I ask people here now, business persons on this call now, how many of you have actually asked your customers for feedback? How many of you have actually asked your customers for feedback? Someone comes into the store. I wish someone can give me an example of the business that they do, and I'll use that as a case study right now. Can someone give, okay, say you, okay. You can just say, drop it on the chat and I'll check it out, right? How many of you have asked event decoration? Fantastic. Let's use this one from Mrs. Essien. Let's use that. Say event decoration. Fantastic. You serve your clients, and they're like, all those ones, they'll just send you skincare product. Okay, fantastic. You served your clients. You did the whole decor maybe for the trad and the white wedding, and all they do, is just say, Ms. Essien, thank you very much. I like the coordination of the events. The decor was just splendid, and they said, oh, thank you. That's fine. Which is really good as well, right? And so, in asking for feedback, you say, oh, okay. In asking for feedback, you're like, oh, thank you, Mrs. Adebola. Congratulations once again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Would there have been anything you would have liked to be different? Would there have been anything you would have liked to be different? You'll be surprised that she might just tell you, maybe the table arrangement, it was two to the left side or two to the. She would just say that. She would just say that. To you, most people would say, okay, it's in case next time when I want to do an event for her, that's what I'll do. No. You can now, your next event, you have taken the feedback from Mrs. Adebisi and she said the table for some guests was too close to, how do they call that place where the couples stage? How do they call it? I don't know how they call it, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, so you might now say, my guys, as we're arranging this table, can we take it 1 feet backwards a bit and let's see how it is? To you, she has given you feedback. And the essence of feedback is that you've taken it and you're able to improve your process. Or you ask another person, what could we have done differently? She would just say, I wish that would have just concluded everything that's on the morning of the event. You are not just calling me to ask me for finishing touches or something. So you just know, as a means of procedure or processes, you know that you have a certain timeline to finalize with your clients as to the arrangement of things. That's something. For skincare products, let me try and use a couple of persons that are also here. Feedback from customers. They just say, madam, I wish your packaging was better. Packaging, I know that you use plastic. Can you use a particular kind of, I don't know how they call this. So there are this, I've seen a couple of lotions that they put in a tin that has like an aluminum cover as against the regular plastic cover. So your client can say, your packaging. So you can just say, okay, you transcend from that to that other much more beautiful packaging. And even in doing that, you can actually command a better price for it. You can actually command a better price for it. You can actually command a better price for it. That's also part of branding. But ask for feedback. Ask for feedback. And please, when they give you feedback, don't feel attacked. Don't feel like this person is ungrateful. After all the small, this, after this, the good I did for you, you paid me that little money and I just, Even if you feel like your feelings are hurt, take it and work with that. Because you are here to serve people. You're here to serve people. They are giving you insights, real-time information. Because in business processes, sometimes you see why people tell you, kindly help me fill this survey. Because they're trying to analyze data, they're trying to do research to know how to come up with better ways of doing things. So that's just, the person has just saved you from trying to do a longer research by just giving you feedback that you can implement. So the business person, be open-minded, ask for feedback. Be forward-thinking. Be forward-thinking. So you can say, okay, right now, I'll use events, decoration, this thing. Every 10 minutes more. All right. So every month I get events. What do I need to do? Forward thinking. What do I need to do to get more events? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? The truth is, in personal transformation, I'll speak about personal transformation as touching this because of NLP. It is more about what you do that brings about a different outcome. Sometimes I say to people that sometimes, as much as change is about what you do, it's also about what you don't do. So as a business person, what are the things that you have been doing that has not served your business that you need to stop doing? If you're that kind of business person, because you work for yourself, you go to your shop or you go to your office by 10 a.m. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You should have like a regular standard time where you be at your place of your place of business. Have a regular standardized time. Have a routine as a business person. Have a routine as a business person. Have an improvement plan. This is where I will drop it. So I've been told I have 10 minutes. Have an improvement plan. And so I'll just break it down. I know that for some persons, they are full-time. When I say full-time business person, that means all you do is your business. There are people that have a 9 to 5 and they also do their business. This is it. Have an improvement plan. So for the person that your business is the entirety of what you do, ensure that weekly you have an improvement plan. For the person that your business is your side hustle, you have a 9 to 5 to also deal with, monthly have an improvement plan. And so how does an improvement plan work? This is very tactical. How does it work? First of all, there are a couple of areas that you want to ensure that your improvement plan checks for you. First off, let your improvement plan cover your customers, your employee. So when I say employee, it could be that your partners in the business or your team in the business or your collaborator in the business, right? That improvement plan has to cover that as well. Then also your merchandise. When I say merchandise, I mean your product or your service. Promotion, I mean advertising and marketing. Then the last thing is your system and processes, your improvement plan. And so how does this tactically work? First of all, the first question in terms of customers, what do I need to do to attract more customers into my business? That's question number one. Question number two, what do I need to do to retain loyal customers in my business? This may vary for persons depending on the kind of business that you do. For some persons, the kind of business that they do entails that the customer interfaces with them just once and that's it. For some person, because of the kind of business that they do, your customer has to be like a recurring purchase. Your customer has the opportunity to reoccurring. They come back and back demanding for your service or the product that you have. So there are two different types here. But you need to ask yourself those questions. They're still valid in those arenas. How do I attract more customers? And how do I keep my current customers loyal? In terms of the partnership, ask yourself or your employees, how do I, because as a business person, once your business has scaled, you can't always be there 24/7. You know, the reason why some people's business are not even moving the way they should move is that they are busy working in the business rather than working on the business. They are two different things. Don't get it twisted. As a founder or CEO, a majority of your work is to work on your business, not inside your business. When I mean inside that, you are involved heavily in the day-to-day operations of your business. That business will not scale for long, because you have to be in the space where you are always in that creative space, innovative space. You know, that space where you're always thinking of, how can we move this forward? What do I need to imbibe? What do I need to, do better? What do we need to stop doing? If you are daily involved in the operations, you cannot think like that. You're only thinking, oh, this person ordered this. How do I get to them? Oh, this client is coming by this time. How do I this? You're just, you're just.
I could not hold it. I had to just say, I'm putting a thumbs up to that.
Okay. So I know that my time is almost up. Let me just quickly run through it. Promotions. You want to thrive as a business person, you have to be willing to invest in marketing. I said it earlier. It's not the person that has the best product that wins the market. It's the person that more people know. It's the person that, when I say no, is that they are seeing you over and over again. And right now, before a person makes a buying decision, before it used to be maybe a person will see your product maybe 16 times before they make a buying decision. Now they need to see it over 24 times to make a buying decision about you. So a thriving entrepreneur, you have to have the habit of showing up. Showing up, be consistent, be resilient, be diligent. Yeah? And so, like I said, the monthly and the weekly improvement plan. For the person that works in your business every day, ask this. I call it holy curiosity. Ask yourself, what one thing can I do to help my business be better? It's called holy curiosity. Just put it out there in your mind. What one thing do I need to do to help my business be better? I'm just trying to run through it fast because I know that my time has elapsed. What one thing do I need to, improve on my business? At the course of your day, an idea will come to you. Write it down. If you keep asking yourself from Monday to Friday, what one thing do I need to do better in my operations? What one thing do I need to do better for my customers? What one thing do I need to do better for my staff? What one thing do I need to do better for my process? Ideas will come to you. And as they come to you, write them down. For the person that your business is your side hustle, weekly basis, ask yourself those same questions. Then on a weekend, for that person that your business is your side hustle, on your weekend, those ideas that you have documented, look at them and implement the most one that is more pertinent to where you are in your business. For the person that's your whole entirety of what you do, after from Monday to Friday, on Saturday, take at least 2 or 3 hours. Those ideas you've gotten, synthesize it and say, which of them do I need to implement now? And that's it. So I know that my time is up, but I have a free gift for everybody that is here today. I'm going to drop a link on the chat to my book, Shattering Limiting Belief. So for everybody that's here today, you get it for free. So I'm going to drop a link on the chat. Okay. Yeah, so thank you. I know I've extended my time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Can everyone just send a hug and a clap and anything that is, wow, woohoo. Someone said woohoo. Oh my goodness, I am so amazed. I'm so grateful to you. I'm so grateful to God as well. I'm so thankful. Thank you for your time. You just simplified everything. Thank you. And I didn't see you looking through your notes. She's a first-class student. So that is part of it. I'm so grateful. And then please also send me the link so that I can give them on the group. There's a group you belong to, and also send me your page so that they can follow you. I'll send all those to the group as well.
Okay.
I really
definitely.
So I'll give one person a chance for a question. Please ask Osarugue, Amayanvbo one question. One question to answer it before from what she has spoken. I need one person that has a question to answer right now before she goes. One question, please. One question. What? One question. Okay. 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 I've not seen any. I don't know. For me, many things. Just in fact, I had to run. Okay. Concerning target audience, she's asking, what about target audience? What do you need to understand about target audience?
Okay. So I'll speak a bit about it. I think the person that asked for target audience, you're the person that sells skincare stuff. I had seen it. I want to be sure. Blessing, you're the person that does skincare, so I'll be very particular to you, right? Okay, fantastic. So it's like your skincare products, natural, organic, right? It's organic products, right?
Sorry. I sell it not just like organic that they produce, it's Oriflame product.
Oh, fantastic. Oriflame products. Fantastic, fantastic. So Oriflame is more like cosmetics. They have a range of stuff from cream, soap, perfume. Fantastic. So in terms of target audience, right? In targeting, there's something called customer persona. I'm already going deep into marketing. The person that will do branding or marketing or something should teach on that, but I'll just touch a bit on it. So there's something called customer persona. So customer persona basically speaks of who is my ideal prospect or who is my ideal client, right? So first off, I know that Oriflame products are not like regular product that you can get their cream for maybe 1,000 or 1,200. Usually maybe 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. You know, their perfumes are like 7,000, 10,000. Their cosmetics. So in some ways, it's not a premium product, but neither is it a low-cost product. Right? It's not a premium product, but it's not a low-cost product. So it's somewhere in the middle, right? So your ideal client should be, first off, I would say women. Women that are pertinent about their look. When I mean look, how they appear. Women that are pertinent about how they look. They are concerned about how they look. They take pride in, you know, let the glory of God be revealed in and through them. You know, so they want people to see the glory of God tangibly. They are pertinent. People that are into skincare, you see them, they'll tell you, I exfoliate my skin, I apply serum, I do this. You know, that's the kind of person you should be talking to. It's not, Timothy in one market. She will not see the need for that. So first off, you're already looking at professionals for your products because they are the ones that have disposable income to put into this, like to purchase what you are selling. So professionals. So when I mean professionals, basically most people that have 9 to 5, that have, you know, 9 to 5, and they are keen about how they look. I said that one. Professionals. They are into skincare regimen, skincare routine. You know, in the night, I use my what's it called? I use my tea tree scrub. I use my tea tree wash. I use my vitamin C serum. I apply moisturizer. Bam! Those are the people. People that are into skincare routine. People that, you know, they want to look. They are very passionate about their look. They take good care of themselves. People that are in a certain, so those people I'm describing now, they're in a certain, what's it called, income range. So they'll have disposable income for you to give and buy your product. So you are looking at, let's say, you're looking at bankers, to be very specific, female bankers. You're looking, oh, okay. You're looking at bankers. You're looking at people that work in the offices, not public service or private service, that have money that they can spend. So ideally, you're looking at a woman that is between 24 to like 35. She's very concerned about how she looks. She earns a certain income range. So income range, she earns, let's say, from 80,000 and above. She can spare some amount of her money to buy your products. Do you understand me? She's someone that is passionate about her look. So those are like the basic thing I can give you in terms of targeting. So I hope that helps. Blessing, I have to go now because our next speaker is on standby. Blessing, I hope that helps. So the lady that asked the
Yes,
question.
it did. Thank you. Thank you.
If
Fantastic.
you know her, follow her on Instagram.
Oh, yes, on Instagram, my name is Osarugue Amaya. That's my Instagram handle. My name, my first name, and a couple of alphabets after my Osarugue Amaya. Should I drop?
Our speaker is here already. She's already muted. Okay, let's welcome Lady Diane. She has an important appointment. So let me just quickly just read her bio. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Again, this is our second speaker, an amazing sister.
So you want to come down? You want to come down?
Sorry, let me mute that. All right. Okay. So let me say a bit about Lady Diane. Lady Diane is a business mogul with affiliates and clients across different continents. She speaks 5 international languages and has 2 foreign degrees. In her pursuit for sustainable growth, she continues to deploy her talent and hone skills which are best seen through her